It ain't always going to be that easy, MP. Second shifts is always harder than the first.
Get ready to light it up tonight.
Waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And, of course, David Aldridge is joining us tonight from the sideline. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Gobert is out there with Randall. Then it's Dillingham. And there's McDaniels. And it's Shannon in at the shooting guard position. And for Portland, the guard pair are Henderson and Sharp. Avdia out there with Klingon. And it's the franchise in at the 3, the small forward. Coaching staffs, Clark, have certainly grown since your time in the league. Do you think that can lead to too many voices in the locker room?
I really don't think that's an issue, Kevin, because no matter how many coaches you have, typically they are all in sync, and the head coach has usually put his staff together, and therefore they're moving in the same direction.
And now let's take it over to the sidelines for a bit on MP. DA.
Thanks, guys. Well, this team is coming off their championship season, led, of course, by MP. But he's not letting that coast over into this season. MP told me it's a new season, and we're not letting up. We're just as hungry for that next ring as we were for the first. Guys?
Yeah, you can tell, DA, sounds like MP is ready to do it all over again.
Nice vision from the youngster, Sharp that time.
Now Dillingham crosses over, and it's blocked. The tray, and the Trailblazers another 3.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt. And they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
Good on the three-point shot. 8 points for the franchise. And something never before seen last season, Greg. MP winning Rookie of the Year, Most Valuable Player, and Finals MVP.
And usually a top pick playing for a lesser team, maybe you elevate them enough to vault yourself into consideration for MVP. But to guide them to a title in year 1, that is unheard of.
It's been several possessions since they've converted.
And they've got to find a way to change that.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. No good from outside. Portland's gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first.
4 or 5 to start the game. That's their first miss.
Inside, Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
This is where Gobert likes to park himself, right around the rack.
Henderson passes to the franchise. Fires the 3, and the 3 ball is good. The franchise has got 11 points.
All these threes they're giving up. Has really been the driving force on this run.
Randall outside. And Dillingham with the basket on the assist from Randall.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now Dillingham after the missed three from the franchise. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Kamar is checked in.
Up on them.
Timberwolves trail by 19.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. We've got Jaden McDaniels. Conley out there with Clark. Then it's Naz Reid. And Houston in at the small forward position. So it's Minnesota now. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. Here's Clark. That's tipped. Here's Simons. Here's the franchise. Back to Simons. Here's the franchise. And the Trailblazers, another three. What an incredible first year for MP. Named to the all-rookie first team.
And last season, MP was one of the very best rookies. In this second season, the expectation is that he continues to grow his game.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Ayton a screen on Clark. And another three for Portland.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
And here is Clark following the three from the franchise. Here's Reid. And that time, also a missed shot.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
And the Timberwolves call time here. Scoot Henderson's checked in for Portland. Timberwolves also changing it up. Rudy Gobert comes in for Reid. And Julius Randle subbed in for McDaniels. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Back to Randle. Pass to Gobert. Outside Conley. Shot clock at 6. Oh, the lob to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by Portland.
Here's the franchise. Fires from deep. Randle grabs the board. For Minnesota, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
And Portland making a change here. Walker's checked in.
Just an excellent feel for the game. Scoot Henderson understands how offense is played.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. Well, you look at Jay. He's absolutely deadly from outside. And, of course, Anthony Simons. Same can be said about him. He's another player that shoots it extremely well from outside.
What shooting we saw from them all season. I mean, I'd love to see these guys in a game of horse. They'd probably be draining shots from midcourt.
Mike Conley's checked in for Minnesota.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Walker against Randall, and they call an illegal screen here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. McDaniels checked in. Here's the franchise. 26 points for him. It was a storybook ending for MP's rookie season. Greg winning finals MVP, so special.
And Kevin, I'm not sure how you top that, but we'll see what MP has up his sleeve for his sophomore campaign.
Quick and mobile. McDaniels can explode to the 10.
Trailblazers have gotten nearly everything to fall for them here in the second quarter. They're a great 7 of 8 from the floor. It's up a 3, and again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
I got it.
For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. To the left side wing. Oh, finished off by McDaniels.
McDaniels going upstairs with an athletic move.
Here's the franchise. McDaniels defended. Sinks the three-pointer. 35 points for the franchise.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Gillingham with it. Randall from outside. It's good from long range.
And how about the response from Randall? He just enjoys knocking down that triple to answer right back.
There's a good screen. Henderson passes to the franchise. And another 3 for Portland.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Here's Randall. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And he's got his first free throw of the game. That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. 5 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Here's the franchise. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Trailblazers out in front, opening up a huge gap. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
They have to lock it down defensively. Giving up great shots is a great way to lose a game.
And if you're disruptive at that end, it creates
And during that first half of play, these two leading the way for their respective. And that'll do it for half.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. It's been a clinic out there by the franchise.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Henderson and Simons are their guards. The franchise is out there with Abdia. And it's clinging in at the 5, down low. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Rudy Gobert continues to embrace the challenge of elite rim protection. He said competition is what it's about. Sometimes I'm going to get dunked on, and sometimes I'll get the block. But I'm not going to stop coming and doing what I do. I'll be there every time. Kevin?
David, just like you. Thanks so much. Good on the triple. 44 points for the franchise. And last season making all-defense second team. Greg, how satisfying is that for MP? Getting that recognition from the voters.
Yeah, Kevin, I think it shows where he's headed, right? He's never content with being a one-dimensional player. He wants to impact the game in all facets.
Unselfish, good vision. Nice dime by Julius.
Pass to Klingon. Here's the franchise. And the Trailblazers, another three.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shootout this team.
And here's Randall following the three from the franchise. He had a nice open look right there. McDaniel's got 13.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Avdia, the pass to the franchise. From deep. He got it again. Sensational.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Pass to Randall. Now here's Gobert.
Hey, watch him.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Dillingham, no good. Portland's gotten the three ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. And it's Simons missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And then Randall slams it in.
Showing quickness off the dribble, something that separates Randall from most other power forwards.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. The franchise. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. A nice shot by McDaniels. 15 points for Jaden McDaniels.
Basically just ignored that contact inside. Really tough finish by McDaniels.
Pass to the franchise. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. For Minnesota, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. And finished off by McDaniels.
A guy who wants to make a big impact. McDaniels is just going off.
Here's the franchise. Hits it from three-point range. The franchise has got 12 points in just the second half. And last season, MP couldn't have burst onto the NBA scene any better. He's one of only a few players, GA, ever to win the MVP award as a rookie.
And for his game to be this advanced at this stage of his career, that's scary. I mean, you don't want to think too far into the future, but MP has the potential to be one of the all-time greats.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's got 19. Randall no good.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's the franchise. And another three for Portland.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
And all you got to do is look at the rebounding margin as to why they hold the lead.
And you know what? That tells the story in a lot of games, guys, and here you go. It's telling the story tonight, too.
And so it's Portland, able to put on a show for the ages. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. And a look at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth. Clark is out there with Conley. Then there's Reed. And it's Minot in at the 4 slot. Regarding court layout, Clark, do you think there should be more space around the court to reduce collisions?
Yeah, part of me would say that makes a lot of sense and would be prudent. I mean, you've got to balance that with access to fans who want to be for those premium seats as close to the action as possible. But it is difficult when you see a fan collide with the players. So I think you balance it. I would like to see a little more room, give the fans the experience and access, but maybe create a little more cushion between the playing surface and those high-priced seats.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. Following the miss by Michael Conley from deep. And that one's good, Ayton.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Clark following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. Here's the franchise. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. Bangs home the trifecta. Hey, Greg, how about MP? Last season, making first-team All-NBA for the very first time. And I think that said, yes, he has arrived.
Yeah, that first team is of the elite, right? That's when you know you have the respect of your peers and the full attention of your opponents.
5 to shoot. The Timberwolves again can't hit. For the 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
For Minnesota, they've gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. They set the pick. Conley, the pass to Houston. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Looking to end the run. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Pass to the franchise. Right side to Walker. Here's the franchise. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. 68 points for the franchise.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
Here's Houston. When Miles Reed is out there, Clark, spacing the floor is a real asset for him.
For sure, and, you know, he really puts a lot of pressure on the defense because he can score from anywhere on the floor, and he's got great size and strength. And he does the little things, too. I mean, you look at his points and rebounds.
All right, MP.
Now here's Randall.
Get outside, get outside.
1:46 left in the fourth quarter.
You know, the reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Over to the left wing. Pass to the franchise. Misses the 3. Minnesota's gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Portland.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by...
Good, another from 3.
And all game long, the threes have been pouring in for him. There is no stopping his shot.
And this is already a game he'll never forget. He's trying to make it a game that the world never forgets. And you may have heard MP being named All-NBA once again.
Still looking for that first team nod, but truthfully, he cares most about helping his team win games. And it is nice to get recognized for all the hard work he's put in.
Connects again from distance.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps knocking him down from deep.
Greg, he has just exploded from beyond the arc. That last make tying him for second in most threes in a game. Gobert with a screen for McDaniel. And that's good for two.
Things are on point for McDaniels offensively, and his team doing a good job supporting his work.
Pass to the franchise. Fires the three. And again for three.
And he's outclassed his own previous record. A new number for the second most single-game triples. Just a master cannoneer.
Firing away and making a little history in the process. What an honor to witness this. What an honor to be here. He is, quite simply, as good as you'll ever see from long range. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far tonight.
And you got to commend this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. It's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink.